Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today you're joining me here on board Norwegian Pearl, which is one of the cruise ships operated by Norwegian Cruise Line. I'm going to give you a full tour of the stateroom that I've called my home from home this cruise, which is an obstructed view Oceanview Stateroom on deck 8 of the ship. I'm going to show you the main cabin itself. I'm also going to show you the bathroom and a couple of other interesting aspects of this cabin, including the view, which is outside the window that is directly behind this camera. Now, if you enjoy this video today, and if you find it useful, then please consider supporting my channel by simply clicking both the thumbs up and the subscribe buttons. Anyway, let's head over there and let's get started on this tour. The specific stateroom that I'm going to be showing you around today is number 8590. This is an obstructed Oceanview stateroom, and you'll find it in a midship location on deck 8 of the ship. As soon as you walk in here, you can probably see why I booked this specific stateroom. It's very different to lots of other Oceanview staterooms on the ship, largely due to the fact that the layout is completely different. As you come into the stateroom, on the right hand side, you've got your beds, you've then got the window straight in front of you, and over here, you've got what does feel like a little bit of a dressing room, albeit it's fully open, but this did make the room feel so much bigger. With a typical Oceanview stateroom on board this ship, you'll walk into the cabin, you'll have the bathroom on one side, your bed straight in front of you, and the window behind. So yes, this one is a little different. Of course, I had to acknowledge myself in the mirror, but let's get started on our tour. As you can see, the bed formation in this cabin at the point of shooting this video was a twin. In the middle of the two beds, you've got your two bedside tables, and you've also got your in-stateroom phone. You can use that phone to call all around the ship, and you can also call ashore, but that's pretty expensive to do, so I never recommend doing that. Above each of the beds, you've got a light which is controlled using the on-off switch directly in front, and you've also got a USB power outlet, which does give you the ability to charge your devices while you're in bed. It should be mentioned at this point that that light would be on either side of the bed if the room was made up as a double. Over here, you've got your window, and I'll give you a proper look at this towards the end of the video, but you can get a feel here for how obstructed this view is. I posted this cabin online, and I was quite surprised at how vocal people were about that blocked view. I personally really enjoyed having so much daylight coming in here, but I do completely understand that for some people, this just wouldn't be right. Let me know in the comments what you think. Underneath the bed, you've got ample space to store your luggage, so don't worry about having to look at your suitcases throughout your cruise. You've got all of the usual safety information on the back of your door, and over here, you've got this walk-in dressing area, is what I'm calling it. On the left-hand side, you've got your floor-to-ceiling mirror, which allows you to view your outfit top to bottom before you head out of your room. Over on the right-hand side and straight in front of you, you've got lots of storage. On the right, you've got some open shelving. I personally didn't use those shelves for much because whatever is there, you've got to then look at for the whole cruise. Under here, you've got your mini fridge or your refrigerator. Nothing in there is included in your cruise fare, so always just make sure you're comfortable with how much things in there cost before you open anything. You've then got 3 empty drawers to the left-hand side, and continuing to push in this direction, you've then got your trash can and also a stool. The top of the stool very cleverly opens up to give you a little bit more storage, and you've also got your hairdryer under there too. Directly above the desk, you've got a very well lit LED mirror that can be dimmed or made brighter by simply holding that power button that you can see here. Although in this example, I just turn it on and off, but if you hold that, it will dim or become brighter. In terms of power outlets, over here, you've got a USB outlet, and you've also got European and US outlets. I personally didn't have any issues with any of the outlets here. I always travel with an international adapter, so I was able to use any of these outlets for my British appliances. You've then got some more shelving up on top. I like to use them for toiletries, even although it's not in the bathroom, but you'll see why when we go into the bathroom, but I quite enjoyed keeping it very clean and clear in there. You've got your television on the right-hand side, and down here, you've got a small metal tray with some glasses. That metal tray is very useful if you bring cold drinks back, because then the moisture dripping down the glass won't then seep over across the desk. It will remain on the tray. In here is your closed wardrobe storage. As you can see, you've got lots of hanging space, you've got some shelves on the right hand side, and you've got one massive shelf up on top. This is also where you'll find your in-stateroom safe. I always recommend, as soon as you get into your cabin on day one, get your passports in there, get your valuables in there, and then they'll be safe while you're on board. Leaving the wardrobe behind, let's now look at the left-hand wall here before we go into the bathroom. You've got two very useful storage hooks here, and you've also got your air conditioning control panel. That panel allows you to warm the room, cool the room, or use the function on the top left of the device, which is to quick cool the room. That simply allows you to cool it down at a much faster pace than simply using the cooling function would do. Now, let's head inside and have a look at the bathroom. The bathroom is fairly standard to what you would expect on board any cruise ship, but I did find it to be really nicely modern here, considering the age of the ship. You can see that there's not a huge amount of shelved storage here, which explains why I tended to keep my toiletries on the shelves out in the cabin itself. Yes, there's me in yet another mirror. The mirror directly in front of the sink is again really nicely lit using long LED strips. The sink, which you'll have just in front of you as you go in, is absolutely huge. I measured that as 3 palm widths, which is so much better than so many other cruise ship bathroom sinks. You've then got included hand wash here, and that matches the included shower gel and body wash that you'll find in the shower. Inside the shower enclosure, you've got a mixer shower with a detachable shower head. I'm 6'4", which usually really surprises people here on YouTube, but I had no issues showering in here at all. There's also a retractable washing line, so if you do wash any of your clothes through, or if you get caught in a rainstorm and you have to dry your belongings, don't worry, you can do that just fine in here. That shower is fitted with a really nice modern shower screen, rather than a shower curtain, which I would have expected on a ship of this age. On the back of the bathroom door, you've got 4 hooks, so plenty of space for things like bathrobes, jackets, towels, and then down below that, you've got 2 rails. Those 2 rails throughout my cruise were used to hold bath towels. The only remaining part of the bathroom that I haven't shown you there in great detail is the toilet, which as you go in is on your right hand side, but that is nothing worth writing home about. It is just a toilet. Now let me give you one final look at this stateroom. Come and let me know in the comments what you think. Would you cruise in this stateroom, and would you be happy with this view, knowing that you had booked an obstructed Oceanview cabin? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, I stayed in this cabin while on a 7-night cruise that took me from Piraeus, just outside Athens, to Ravenna, outside Venice. I'd love to show you more from that cruise and so many others that I've taken with Norwegian Cruise Line. Come over to my NCL playlist. That's where you'll find all of my content from all of the trips I've taken with this cruise line. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you over in another one next.